Good morning, students. This is Murthy sir. Today, let us learn about a new topic, diversity in living organisms. Students, you know that in our solar system, only our planet supports life. And life started millions of years back in oceans. The first living forms were cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. Since then, life has taken so much diversity. Now, when we look at the living world, so many diverse forms of plants and animals, microorganisms are there. Biodiversity refers to the diverse or varied forms of living beings which differs from one another in external appearance, size, color, pattern, internal structure, nutrition, behavior, habitat, etc. This diversity we will find on terrestrial habitat as well as marine habitat. Now let us see diversity in plants. There are so many kinds of plants on terrestrial habitat and there are few kinds of plants in aquatic habitat as well. Aquatic plants or hydrophytes consists of red algae, brown algae and green algae. And the land plants or terrestrial plants consists of bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. The angiosperms or flowering plants are dominating this earth since last 70 million years. When we look at the living world, animals are more diverse than plants. The basic reason is comparatively animals are more evolved than plants. The diversity of animals is much more than the diversity of plants because animals they show locomotion. They move from one place to another. They migrate in search of a suitable habitat. Basically, animals are heterotrophic organisms that can ingest their food. Animals are multicellular organisms and they are eukaryotes. Animal cells do not contain cell wall. When we look at the animal tissues, they are held together by structural proteins such as collagen. Nervous tissue and muscular tissue are unique to animals. 1.3 million living species of animals have been identified till now by zoologists. In addition to terrestrial and aquatic animals, there are some flying creatures and animals like birds and insects. Variations in biology or differences between cells, individual organisms, or groups of organisms of any species caused either by genetic differences or by the effect of environmental factors. When we closely observe different kinds of plants, you will find different kinds of leaves, different kinds of flowers, different kinds of fruits, different kinds of seeds. So many variations are there in plants. In the same manner, in animals also so many variations are there. Some examples you can see in this picture. Even though all human beings on earth belong to same species Homo sapiens, you will find so many variations in human beings as well. Some examples for variations in human beings are color of the eyeball, iris, shape of the nose, shape of the ears, height, complexion. You will find different kinds of variations in human beings. You can see in this picture some variations. There is difference in complexion. There is difference in facial appearance. Taxonomy, an important branch of biology which studies about classification of living organisms. Carolus Linnaeus was the pioneer who introduced binomial nomenclature. As there is so much diversity in the living world, classifying living organisms and studying them in a systematic manner is very essential. Taxonomy is a science that deals with naming, describing, and classification of all living organisms, including plants. Classification is based on behavioral, genetic, and biochemical variations. The living organisms which show similar characteristics are placed in one phylum. Characterization, identification, and classification are the processes of taxonomy. Organisms are classified into similar categories, namely kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. See here complete classification of human beings. Human beings, they belong to mammals. The scientific name of human beings is Homo sapiens. Carolus Linnaeus introduced binomial nomenclature. Every scientific name will consist of two words, genus and species.